Hello, faith leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. Today's proverb is 21:30, which says, "There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord." This is so interesting because in our world, there seems like there's a lot of plans that try to bring down God's name, that try to convince us that there is no God, that there is a higher power other than the Lord, that there is other gods to serve, other gods to bow down to other than our Lord. And so we have to be careful of what we talk about anymore, even in our workplace, that our God is not the only one true God. And so it seems like in our world, there's a lot of chaos when it comes to what God are we going to serve. And so sometimes I sit and I think about that thought and think, okay, God, bring it down. Reveal that you are truly the one true God and that you are truly the one that's going to succeed. And you know, it's interesting to me because God can use anything to make his name great, to make his name powerful. And sometimes it's during those times of great divide where there seems like there's a lot of chaos in our world and a lot of division in our world, that it brings people like you and I to a place of intercession, that brings you and I to a place that we acknowledge God more and that we are seeking him with all of our heart, with all of our soul, with all of our mind. And so when we're on the edge, when the church seems like it doesn't seem like it's greatly involved into the world, it seems like at those moments, there's something chaotic that happens in our world. And when that happens, it awakens us as believers. It doesn't take us away from God. It brings us closer to God. So when we see the tragedy in the world, God is still succeeding in his plan. Because see, his perspective is not today. His perspective is eternity. And so we wake up and sometimes our perspective is just today. But God thinks in terms of forever. And that thought in itself is too powerful for our minds to even probably conceive. And I know it is. But that's how God thinks. So when we see things that don't seem like God is succeeding, it's actually God probably more at work than any other time. Because it's in those moments that people are praying for renewal and revival like none other. They're getting serious about, because there's so much chaos. They want to see God intervene. And so it's during those times that you and I are brought to a place to our knees. So if nothing else, this passage should take us to our knees, because there's nothing that can get in the way of what our God is planning on doing.